Good morning, grade 3s. It's so good to be back in your homes again and to be teaching you again. Let's get right back into maths. We're going to start again with number patterns. It's just a little bit of revision, and these are very important for you to count every day. So you have to start with activity 83, and they give you a whole list of number patterns that you have to do. I'm only going to do 3 with you now, the 3 that I think that you might be a little bit confused with. Now we're going into the third term. We're dealing with numbers that are in the hundreds, 300s, 400s. So this one here, number C, it goes 312, 315, 380. And as you can see, the difference between 315 and 312 is 3. And the difference between 318 and 315 is 3. So it's counting in 3s. It's going up in 3s. So our next number would be 321 and 324, just like the 3 times table, 327, and you fill in the spaces that are there in the 3 times table. Then the next one, we go a few spaces down, we go to number I. Okay, it goes 288 and 292 and 296. Now it might be difficult to recognize that with the 200s, but it's going up in 4s. Okay, so the next one would be 230, then 230, excuse me, it's 300, and then 304, and 308, and it goes on. Right, the next one is a number pattern that a lot of you guys get confused with. It goes 125, 150, 175. Okay, so what is happening here is that the difference between 150 and 125 is 25, and the difference between 175 and 150 is 25. So we are going up in 25s. Now, I've got a little board here which briefly explains how counting number patterns in 25s goes. So it starts at 0, and it goes to 25, then 50, then 75, then it goes back to 0 again, but it will be 100, right? Then it'll go 125, then 150, then 175, then it goes back to the 0 again, except this time it's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to write it the correct way, 200, is it backwards? 200, 225, 250, 275, and it goes on 300. So if you're counting in these number patterns in 25s, know that it always starts with the number that begins at 0, 300, 200, and then it moves to 125 or 225, and then 150, 175, 225, 250, always like a circular pattern. Right, I know you guys get very confused when you have to count in 25s, but this is the way to do it. Just remember that it's always going to be a number 25, 50, 75, or a 0, 100. Okay, so that you have lots of other number patterns to do, counting in 2s. Some of them are counting in hundreds. If you count in hundreds, remember that it goes up into 1,000. And the last one, you start from 1,000 and you go back counting in hundreds. Good luck, grade 3s, and I hope it goes well.